Start with whatever you have and let God do the rest. These are the words that I needed to hear today. And I just know that someone out there needs this word of encouragement. If you're like me, overthinking the thought of, am I actually being good enough to start the assignment that God placed in front of me, then let me tell you something. It was never about being good enough. Because let's be so for real, you will never be good enough for a world that crucified a perfect man. So by the world's view, you will never be good enough. But when God said that you are ready to start, then you better believe him. Because one thing that I want you to understand, where does this thought even come from? Where does this fear even come from of not being good enough? It comes because you think that you are the one in charge. And this is the problem itself. Because you are not going to be the one in charge. Like if you do something with God, like you are not going to be the main character. You're going to co-create with him. Yes, but you're not going to be the one in control and in charge and making things happening. Like you are going to surrender to him. This is how you build businesses with God. This is how you do things with God. It's always in a position of surrendering things. So therefore, I want you to understand one thing, that when you have this one assignment in front of you that God wants you to start, you will probably not be good enough by the world's views. But it doesn't matter, because it was never your job to be good enough. Like God is the one that needs to be good enough, and he is good enough. He is all powerful. And it always reminds me of 2 Corinthians, where Paul said to God, please take this throne out of my flesh. And God answered and he said, my grace is sufficient for you, and my power is made perfect in weakness. So don't you think that God knows about your lack of knowledge, about your lack of experience, about your lack of wisdom, about your lack of everything? Don't you think that he knows about that? And don't you think that if it would really be something that would hinder you from fulfilling this one assignment that he placed in front of you, that he will not just remove it, that he won't just change it? Don't you think that? I'm pretty sure that our God, who's all powerful, would simply do that, because he is the one who gave you that assignment in the first place. So he has an interest for you to fulfill it. So therefore, I truly believe that this is an invitation to co-create. So as soon as you feel you're not good enough, as soon as you feel that there's something missing, it's because it was meant to be like that. Because it gives God room for his power. Because like he said, my power is made perfect in weakness. He did not just say good, he said perfect in weakness. And let's just reflect on all the amazing stories of the Bible. God has this one pattern to always take the weak people. He always takes the weak people, the underestimated ones, the one who are not experienced enough, the one that are not qualified enough. He always takes these people. He loves to take these people because his power is made perfect in weakness. And we got to remember, at the end of the day, this one thing, this one assignment, it's not there for to glorify you. It's there for to glorify God. So whatever he's going to do in your life, it should have God's mark on it. And what a better way to have God's mark on something when it's clearly obvious that it was impossible for us as a human, as a vessel, to get things done by our own. So therefore, do not be afraid, do not be scared if there's some things missing, or if there are some things that are weak. It was made on purpose this way. And when we think about every single time God performed miracles in the Bible, every single time God did something really big through people, what was the fuel that he needed? What was the one ingredient? It was faith. So therefore, if you take that act of faith today and you say, I will start with whatever I have today, because I fully trust that God provided me whatever I need to fulfill this assignment, and I trust that He's all powerful and that He can do everything through me that needs to get done, that He can give me favor, that He can bring things into the right place, etc., so that this thing will work out. Like, this is a full fuel of faith where heaven can literally finally work on your behalf. And maybe this is also the reason why certain things never worked out the way you wanted before, because there was always this one missing ingredient, and it was faith. Because let's be honest, just saying that you're faithful, just saying that you have faith in God and that you trust Him is not the same thing as literally taking actions and proving that you are actually faithful and that you actually trust that God can do things on your behalf, that you trust that God is all powerful, that you really believe that God can do all these things through you. It's a completely different story. So therefore, you should start with whatever you have and let God do the rest, because this is the true art of surrender. This is when you make room for miracles to happen. This is when heaven and earth start moving on your behalf.